All right, welcome back to today's plays. We finally got hot yesterday. Let's go over yesterday's board and see how we did. First of all, amazing Elite Eight games. Hopefully that continues this afternoon. Two very good games. Hoping for the best. But first of all, we had UConn minus 2.5. That was one of the easiest bets I've ever had in my life. UConn, I think, won that game by 20 plus points. UConn is dangerous. Probably not great value to put futures on them, but if you did before the tournament or earlier in the season, you're probably a very happy man. I also hit the live under in that game. That wasn't given out on this show, but that was on my Twitter as well. Again, follow all those socials for all those plays. I post them all the time on Pickett and Twitter. And then we'll occasionally have some TikTok plays. So great win with UConn minus 2.5. And then, of course, FAU +2. FAU gets it done as the underdog, wins it overall. I also tweeted out the over on that game. That also hit. So it was just an overall great game in college basketball. I'm really happy for Florida Atlantic. They have made it to the Final Four as a 9 seed. They are one game away from the national championship game, and I think the whole country is rooting for them to succeed. And then finally, we just had the one NHL play, the New York Rangers money line. They were down 2-0 in this game, end up coming back, getting the dub. Just absolutely beautiful. I loved it. So that was a clean sweep on our normal plays. So that brings our record now to 9-4 overall in straight plays. That's profitable, over double our wins to losses. And then unfortunately our prize picks are 0-3. I won't even bring up the prize picks. I just did a 2-legger. It lost. Not even close. So prize picks, again, were ice cold, but we are doing a little different strategy today. We're not doing a prize picks. We're just going to do a normal traditional parlay because I got a free bet on BetMGM. So, of course, I'm going to parlay the hell out of that free bet. But let's get into today's plays. Again, two Elite Eight games, sorry. And then that's my only plays today. So I just had the 2 college basketball plays and then the parlay. But first, let's start off. We are going to take the over in Creighton, San Diego State at 134.5. The reasoning for this is Creighton has yet to be stopped in the tournament so far. They're scoring like 80-some points a game. Phenomenal offense. Pretty solid defense, too, which worries me a little bit. And then we get over to San Diego State, one of the best defense remaining in the tournament. I think they're 6th on KenPom's for the country's defensive efficiency. So San Diego State has a defense, but I looked at San Diego State's schedule. Obviously, we can't look too far in the past because it's a different team from when they started in November. But every time San Diego State played a relatively competitive opponent, and I'm not talking about that Mountain West BS because Mountain West sucks. But every time they play a solid team, it just ends up being a shootout. So, for example, they played BYU back in November. Again, it's a long time ago, but just counting down the non-conference games against quality opponents, they had 157 total points against BYU, 165 total points against Ohio State, 157 total points against Arizona, 152 points versus Arkansas, and then they played Bama with 135 total points. So, when they play quality opponents, it looks like it's more of a shootout. Obviously, that Bama game, 135, we're really getting close to that total we have today. But I think Creighton can put up some points. I think San Diego State hangs in there. And I think this over goes over pretty easily. At least that's my thought process. And then my next play, of course, we got to take Texas money line. I put 2 units on this. It was like minus 185, so I did it to win 2 units. Again, I probably should have just taken the spread. However, I just want to do the money line. I doubled my wager on it to get back that 1 unit for Texas money line. I think this could be a very similar game to yesterday's UConn-Gonzaga game where UConn, again, won by 20-plus points. Texas is just a better team. They're the better offense. They're the better defense. And then Miami, as we all know, is one of the highest-scoring offenses left in the tournament. I think they are the highest-scoring offense now that Gonzaga's out. But I think Texas is just going to manhandle them. I think Texas is going to go up early. I don't think they're going to give up the lead. And I think this could be very similar, almost identical to yesterday's Gonzaga game. So then let's get into the parlay. Again, this is a risk-free $40 bet on BetMGM. So we're going to start off. We're taking the Charlotte Hornets. Again, this is multi-sport, so you got to pay attention to the league I'm talking about. We're taking the Charlotte Hornets plus 12.5. They are playing the Mavs again on back-to-back games. They won the first game. They are now traveling to they're at home now. They won at Dallas, and now they're at Charlotte. playing the same team, again, back-to-back games. I think they could win this one outright, and I like them to cover the plus 12.5. Probably a little bit of a square play, I'm not going to lie. But, again, I am the king of squares, so just got to roll with who I am. And then, of course, we're double dipping, which I don't always love, but I am taking Texas money line once again for the men's basketball game today. Again, I explained it earlier. Texas is just the better team. I think they can get it done. And then finally, we're actually going to full fade the University of Miami. So Texas, we all know, men's basketball is playing Miami. LSU, women's basketball, also the Elite Eight tonight, is playing Miami women's basketball team. So I'm going to take LSU on the money line there. They're minus 500, so that's by far the biggest odds of my parlay. But again, LSU is 31-3 on the women's record. They're playing Miami, who I don't know who's there. They're completely riding on emotion and energy right now. So they're getting a little lucky. I think LSU is a better team, and they're going to get it done. And then finally, the best hockey game, I think, in a long time. We have the Boston Bruins versus Carolina Hurricanes. Again, two great teams in the league. Boston's the best team in the NHL. Carolina's like second or third right behind them. This is an under game all day. They played twice this year. One was 2-1 and the other one was 4-1. So haven't come close to that 6-point mark. I don't love taking hockey unders, but I do think this will be a competitive game. A lot of goalkeeping. So I really like this under in this game. And then if you're not following on Pick'It, please download the Pick'It app. Again, track all your bets for free. Download it and sync your sports books. Talk with your friends on there. Again, I don't know how I would be tracking all my bets. It would probably be on a piece of paper, and I would have no idea how much I'm up or how much I'm down. So make sure you are downloading that Pick'It app. Again, follow me on there at WorstBet's. You do get a sign-up bonus if you use my promo code WorstBet's. But again, please use that app. And then we do not have a prize picks today, but again, we will be having a prize picks at least 5 times a week. So make sure you're also using that deposit match code WorstBet's. Again, it's a 100% deposit match up to $100. So again, free money there. But that's all I got today, boys. Hopefully we can clean sweep once again. I love 3-0s. We only have 2 today, but we can go 2-0. If that parlay hits, I'm a happy man. But good luck on your bets, everyone. Stay safe and Godspeed.